guys, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof is in the singing. We're going to be discussing nasality today, or how not to sing nasally. But before we do that, I think it's really important to ask ourselves a couple real big questions. There's a lot of information floating around on the internet on a lot of different subjects from a lot of different vocal coaches. So how can you tell what information is actually legitimate and what really works and what doesn't? The only real way to tell is to ask yourself a couple of big questions, and that is this. Does the vocal coach themselves sing and sing well so that they can prove and demonstrate what they're teaching is true? And do they have a lot of students that also sing and sing well that prove out their method? At Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, we have over 300 videos of several dozen students that actually prove out what we teach because we believe that the proof is in the singing. With that said, let's get started with nasality. What is nasality? Well, nasality is using too much air throughout the velonasal port, or through the sinus cavities and down and through the nose. So how can we avoid that? Well, there's several things we can do that are really easy, simple tips and tricks. And one is this. It's going to sound silly, but we're going to simply plug our nose. Now, we're going to do a simple triad scale. I'll do it first for the guys and their guys register, and then I'll do it for the ladies. But we're going to start with a real nasally sound to determine what that sounds like. So I'm going to start with an ah vowel on a simple triad. Right? Or for ladies, right? It's going to have that real, brassy nasally sound. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to simply plug our nose. Ladies, let's try it with you. What we've done is we're determining how we can allow the least amount or no air out of the velonasal port, out of the sinus cavity. Now, something that's a real cool trick is to get in front of a mirror and look at the back of the throat, and you'll see the soft palate should start to rise as you ascend a scale. In fact, your uvula, the uvula is a little dangly thing in the back of the throat, and the soft palate will start to rise, and you can actually control and mitigate the amount of air that goes in and out of the velonasal port. Now, we don't want to always not have any air to come out of the velonasal port, but let me give you an example of, let's say, take a simple song to give you two choices of how to mitigate or give a percentage of air to come out of that to determine a style or something that you may want to use when singing. I'm going to pick an old Styx song. I love Dennis DeYoung. He's an awesome singer. To this day, the guy can rock. It's awesome. His voice is fantastic, where many of others have lost their voice. But I'm going to sing an old Styx song called Come Sail Away. I'll sing it like Dennis because he uses a lot of mask in his sound. So, I'm sailing away, I set an open course for the virgin sea, 'cause I've got to be free. Okay, now there's a lot of mask and quite a bit of nasality in that sound. Now, if we want to avoid or cut back the amount of air to that sound, it would sound something like this. I'm sailing away, I set an open course for the virgin sea. Now notice at the end on the E, I did add a little bit of velonasal port sound to it because I wanted to have it resonate in the front of the face.